So welcome to another talking video. If you guys haven't seen my last video, which was on my vlog at jermainetv.com or Jermaine TV, series of Dear Jermaine. So if you haven't seen it, I'll even put it right here. So one of my subbies, I'll try to keep your name on the low though, told me a story about her, in high school and how she's a loner. Girl, more power to ya. Oops, forgot to shave. So the reason why I'm talking about this topic is because I want to relate to, a lot of my young subscribers who are still in school or in high school, and he's, still kind of going through that I don't know who I am yet kind of phase. Let me tell you right now, girl, you are not alone. I don't know if you guys have told you this, but when I was in high school, I was pretty much a loner all throughout my high school. They say that high school is like the 4 best years of your life. Not for a loner, because I used to be really, really shy. I wasn't outgoing very much. Obviously, I looked weird. I had like a weird mullet. It was especially hard for me to connect with girls because I thought that girls were like weird. All throughout high school, I was more of like, a guy's girl. But now in my 20s, I just try not to befriend too many guys because, they get weird when they end up in the friend zone. I was kind of like a tomboy in middle school. Like I dressed very tomboyish because that's all the clothes my mom ever bought me. Like she didn't want me to wear anything tight when I was in middle school. I don't know how it is nowadays, but when I was in middle school, I don't know, I was kind of like a troublemaker like at home, but when I got to school, I was like a goody good two-shoe. Right. I don't know what girls 14 nowadays are doing, but when I was 14, I had like braces. Like I didn't feel pretty. I had this one best friend and her name was Tootie and I was Fruity. Like I felt like we were like both loners. We used to be so obsessed with like taking pictures. We used to be obsessed with taking features. We used to be obsessed with like taking selfies of ourselves and just like posting them up on like, MySpace. Like for Halloween, we even dressed up the same. She was the skanky schoolgirl and I was like the Catholic schoolgirl. So when we both graduated middle school, we kind of like grew apart from each other. In my freshman year, I actually went to a performance art school. So when I got to freshman year, I was considered cool according to me. And in freshman year, I had my first boyfriend. I had made a new best friend. My mom let me finally wear bell bottoms and lowriders, and it was just like life was good. Then it wasn't until that I had just first been dumped by a boyfriend, and my best friend like completely like ditched on me, two-faced bitch on me. And then all of a sudden, gradually, like my self-esteem just like crashed and burned. All my friends betrayed me and nobody liked me. Like all the secrets I used to tell my best friends like spread out to the whole school. They were like just spreading rumors about me, and I would like see my name on the bathroom stall, and the whole school thought I was like some lesbian freak. And at the time, my brother was like the coolest dweeb ever because he was like the champion of like the ping pong team, and I was just like always just like his sister. And then one day, me and this girl got into a fight in my dance show, and I had smacked her silly with a club and I got kicked out of high school. So when I moved to a different high school in the same town, like nobody wanted to like be my friend. Like I dreaded going to school. I dreaded going to my classes. At some point, I just started to like ditch my classes, or like I would spend my lunchtime in the bathroom sitting on the toilet and doing my homework just so like I don't have to be where people could see me. Sometimes I even sat with like special ed kids because they were like interesting and they were funny. So that summer before junior year, I actually had met a boy, which was my high school boyfriend at the time. I felt being okay being like a loner because he was already out of school, and he had a job, he had a car, so I felt like, oh, okay, high school is not where I belong. I belong with this bad motherfucker. So when I got to junior year, like I started to feel okay like being a loner because I got my license that year. By the time I got to senior year, I was like having senioritis like the whole year. And on my graduation day, it was like, it was like the ball dropping on New Year's Day. You just like want to make out everybody and just like celebrate. And then I started to do YouTube right when I graduated high school, and I wanted to keep it on the down low, but my channel was getting so big that people were like finding out. I was like, fuck. And I didn't really like the attention I was getting from girls in my school. I felt like they were just like all up in my beeswax. Like I wasn't embarrassed about like making YouTube videos. I was just like really shy about it. Like YouTube for me was just kind of like a social outlet. I felt like I had my own world with just like my own friends online, So when I got into my 20s, like I'm 25 now, I've always been independent, and I actually find being a loner sexy. Like I'm a homebody. I love to stay home with my dogs. I don't really like to go out much. I think when you start becoming like an adult, you're okay. You're more secure with like who you are. Like I genuinely enjoy being a loner, like I like to, go into a restaurant and, have a glass of wine and read my book, or I like to go work out. walk on a midday hike. It's good for our asses. Hopefully we don't see any kind of wolf. It's okay. So during our nature walks, Howie and I always pass by the Kardashians' house. Okay, this is stalker status, but here's the Kardashian house. If you guys have never seen it in person, it's pretty massive. Hey Bruce, I mean Caitlin. You know, being a loner has taught me to, like, you know, be my own best friend. You know, there's obviously two kinds of loner. One loner is just simply because they enjoy like solitude like I do, and one that is, you know, have been socially denied because they have just disappointed everybody over and over again. But there's a lot of pros to being alone. The stress of waiting around for somebody, or, you know, if you're with a group of people and, you know, people do want to do this, do want to do that, but you get to do whatever you want. You know, when I traveled in Europe, I pretty much did whatever I wanted and I didn't have to, you know, accommodate to the other party. So what I have to say to my subby who mentioned that topic is, it's okay being a loner. Enjoy it, embrace it, because when you're older, you don't want to be around people. I think being a loner just makes you more of a confident person to just like feel comfortable in your own skin. Being a loner is sexy. So thank you so much to my subby who gave me this video topic. And you know what? Just like I said, being a loner is sexy. Just own it, walk it, breathe it, and exaggerate it with your confidence. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.